Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game they are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Dozier. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I think one of the reasons this offense is so dynamic in the passing game is they've got multiple receivers that can hurt you throwing it. First play of the game, they get a first down throwing it to one receiver. And now in the second play, they get another first down throwing it to a different guy. As a defense, you don't know which guy to double cover.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Back's got it on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
He slings it deep to the left. Makes a grab for a big play. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big first down on an explosive. But, David, third down defense, it's one thing to allow a first down, but you've got to make tackles. You can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those third downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that third down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Snags it. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing it right now. I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball, and right now, that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy, but the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Above the noise. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. At the 35, he's open. There he goes. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Unloads to the right. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Long way to go on 2nd down. On the delay, it's Mobley. Fights off a defender. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. And now the Wolfpack will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Started this drive with a bang, but now it is 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down? 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Throwing, Carr. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Left side is Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Out wide left, it's Jackson. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Drops back on first down. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Using his legs, it's Walton. There he goes. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Irish!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, NC State. Ball into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Follows his blocks. It's Walton. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Look, I know this guy's tiny, but on these slant throws as a DB, you got to get your hands on him because he's just too quick. He's going to cross your face too easy otherwise, and he did right there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Hits inside, it's Walton. Hard running there. Enough to move the chains. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years, and the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Now here's Carr. Escapes the pressure going right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone, David.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Max got it on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Throws to the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So now on comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
There on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Notre Dame right back to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Carr. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Here's Carr to throw. Got his man downfield. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. The run inside. It's Walton. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. There's some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And That touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Caught. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Delayed give. It's Scott. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Rush right in his face. And it's a sack. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They were hoping for a little more, but it could have been worse as the punt goes out of bounds, and they'll put it in play around the 45-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, it's Walton. Oh, he's got some space. The 10. All the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. Oh, pressure's coming. Buried before he completes. Timeout called by NC State. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Setting up the screen. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Throwing right. Hauls it in. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
He's changing the play. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he avoids the sack.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Wolfpack uses its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Throwing. Carr. Going for the big play. Makes the grab at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Stepping to the right. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. Let's start with South Alabama taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Jaguars, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24. Good work by the coverage unit.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
They'll open this 3rd quarter with a run. Runs through the tackle. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. To the ground, he's got it again. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out wide right, it's Graham. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots. And that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now. And he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
On the run, it's Walton. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Carr under pressure. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Here's the give off the left side. There's a crease. Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
They say pressure busts pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Looking long. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback signaling to his guys. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And everybody in the stadium knew that was going to be a pass, right, guys? I mean, it's 3rd down. You're trailing by so much.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, that's a rough rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Running inside, it's Walton. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Back to throw, it's Carr. He's got it on the run, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Left side, it's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
To the air, it's Bailey. Looking to take a shot. He's got it. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. Running the red zone, it's Scott. Nowhere to go.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Second down, gonna throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. And he will score! Touchdown, Wolfpack! And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. From the gun. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now it's a 3-possession game.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Walton. Got room at the 35. Turning it on. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
56, NC State, 25.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
NC State, a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and in. He's going for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Second and long here. To the air. It's Carr. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he almost had a pick.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Sends it back in motion. Making the adjustment. Fresh set of downs going up top. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Based on what we've seen, if you like offense, this is the game for you, and we've got a big 4th period waiting. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Press center downs going to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Long way to go on second down. He wants to throw it again. This time it's complete. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. And I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this team.
Makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They'll line up to go for 2. He wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That is the score. Notre Dame 56, NC State 37.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Throwing, Carr. They'll run the screen. At midfield, he's got room. Lots of running room. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone, and that one's way too far for everybody.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Dropping back, it's Carr. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And the punishment has been extended. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets.
Set to kick this one.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Wants to throw one first. Looking left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Carr. He's got it on the move. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I got to be honest, as a guy that used to play for Steve Spurrier, I never have a problem watching offenses continue throwing the ball when they've got a big lead. And that's what we've seen in this one. They're way up on the scoreboard. This coach is still letting this guy chuck the rock. That now his 5th passing touchdown, and I believe you keep throwing it until the defense proves they can stop it.
NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Bailey. They're all over him, and down he goes.
Hey, this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like they're down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. They get to him as he throws. He won't get there. The defense with a 4th down stop.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Right side, it's Graham. Snags it, and there's running room. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Ready, go! They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Sets his feet. It's Bailey. He tries to take the top off. Pulls it in on the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Straight ahead, it's Scott. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Out wide right, it's Scott. Could not make his way to the corner. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just got rid of that one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Here's Carr to throw. Looking down the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Gain of 20. And
The Irish, after the chunk play through the air, back to the line. Back to throw, it's Carr. Way off target there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They're in the gun, third down. Here's Carr on the move. Throwing on the run. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Second and long here. Ready, go. Again, it's Carr. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Notre Dame right back to the line. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Third and 6 yards to go. Throwing, Carr finds his target. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Gotta look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Dropping back, it's Bailey.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down.
Blue 30, ninja, Hawk out.
They'll move the wide receiver. Making the adjustment on the play. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the first down.
We knew this offense could put up crazy numbers, but I didn't know it was going to get this ridiculous this fast. They've now come close to 500 yards passing on the day.
Drops back on first down. Fires to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Wolfpack will have first and 10. To throw, it's Bailey. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Second down to the air. Look out! And they got him. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man,